Hello again, everyone. Welcome back. Well, today we look at the counterpart to last week's Emilio AF1. Today we look at, naturally, the AF2. Now, this is from Emilio Cigars, which if you check the blog, you'll see all the background information. It's a brand several years old. It's sort of floundered, and James Brown and Black Label Trading Company decided to revamp it and bring it back. So here it is under their umbrella. Now, this cigar, is different a little bit from the AF1, which was a Maduro cigar. This cigar uses an Ecuadorian Habano wrapper, Nicaraguan Habano binder, and Nicaraguan fillers, made, of course, in the Fabrica Oveja Negra factory. Nice looking brown, we'll call it average brown cigar. There is the big E for Emilio cigars that we saw just like on the AF1. And here you see where it says AF2. And, of course, you can designate it by a slightly different color band and, of course, the color of the cigar. There is your density. Has a average to light feel. Nothing reportable about that. So you can check the blog for any and all background information. But for now, let's get right to it. The new Emilio AF2. Alrighty. Give it a clip. Just about an effortless draw. Sometimes that can be scary. That pretty much is an effortless draw. Makes you wonder if it's going to be not packed well, it might get soft later. Let's keep an eye on that, and let's remember this. Cigar makes a lot of smoke, I'll give it that. All right, come up with a nice sweet cedar, brown sugar, cinnamon, quite a bit of a creamy nutmeg, some light leather, black coffee base, black pepper at about 7.5. Pretty good start. Nothing remarkable to say other than those are the flavors. It's coming across at the outset as a medium-bodied cigar, but we'll see how things play out. So that's our start. Let's see where we go by what we have by the first third. Well, we're here at the first third, and I am noticing this cigar is a little soft. But the flavors are just like I described before. It's a nice, sweet cigar with very light leather and light. Actually, it's fairly much in balance. It's nothing overshadows much of anything else. It's just not this. The cigar doesn't jump out at you. It is a nice, average Nicaraguan, if I can say that. Finish is nutmeg and a little brown sugar. Some nice lingering black pepper. I would say it's medium bodied at this point, and I think we'll reach medium to full here shortly. That's the best I can describe it as. It's just It's not jumping out at me, but it's nothing wrong with the cigar. It's just sort of a middle of the road, nice Nicaraguan cigar. First third, I'm starting it at 89. So let's just see what happens. It could easily go either way, or it could stay the same. But not a bad cigar. It's just not spectacular. So let's see what the second third brings. Well, we're here at the end of the second third, and it's time to remove the band before it burns. There we go. Very easy to do when it gets this hot. When the band gets this hot. Now, in the second third, you're going to notice a lot more elevation of the nutmeg. And at this point, it is a creamy toasted nutmeg. Has some aspects of a almond butter, but I'm sticking with toasted creamy nutmeg. The other notes around it are somewhat subdued, somewhat. Medium. I'll go medium to full, and that's about as high as I think we're going to get. And it's a low grade medium to full at that. The pepper's been good in the cigar throughout. It's still good on the finish. Finish is the same flavors, nutmeg and a little bit of brown sugar. Yeah, it's unchanged. It takes a while for the finish just to kind of smooth out and level out. After the draw, it's what you're left with, the finish. I'll say it again. There's nothing wrong with this cigar. It's just not anything that jumps out at you or me. But with the elevated nutmeg here in the second third, I'm actually going to go with 88 for the second third score. 88. But it's not a bad cigar. I wish it had something that was jumping out at me, was popping, But it's just good basic cigar. So let's see what the final third brings. Well, we're down to the end, so let's wrap it up. Lots of smoke. If you like a lot of smoke in a cigar, this is it. Okay, it stayed on the same trajectory. It's a little bit more subdued sweetness. The creamy toasted nutmeg is pretty much the star of the cigar. You do have sweetness, okay? Don't let me mislead you into thinking the cigar's lost all sweetness. It's just been steadily, slightly declining. Low grade, medium to full. Finish is unchanged. Pepper is very good in the cigar. Pepper is very good on the finish. This is a good cigar. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just not outstanding. It's just not something that is memorable, but it is a good cigar. Does that make sense? It's just nothing pops about the cigar. I think it's a good basic Nicaraguan cigar. No offense, James Brown, if you're watching this. It is nothing wrong with the cigar. It's just not a wow factor cigar like a lot of your others. But for the final third with the same trajectory, I'll go with 80. What was it? 87. Final third is what I gave it. So that will give your overall score a respectable 88. Nothing wrong with 88. It's not something that jumps out at me. I know I've said that 100 times, but it's just the way it is. So that will do it. The new Emilio Cigars AF2 Toro. 88.